Defensive tackle Dion Walker looked really impressive against the Carolina Panthers. This is an offensive line that's pretty damn solid. Walker came out here and flashed. Today we're going to talk about some of what he did flash. To me, this guy looks like a really, really good defensive tackle. The upside on Walker, I think, is through the roof. A ton of plays like this. He's going to take on the right guard here, holds his own, and ends up getting off the block and making a play. First and 10, first play of the game. This one only picks up about 2.5 yards. Just a really, really nice job with the hands. Absolutely love some of what we've seen from Walker. Coming out of college, I thought Walker always had to develop his run defense a little bit. He had to stay a little bit lower. And he's starting to do that. You see on plays like this where he's going up against a guy that's much smaller, and he does a pretty good job staying low, makes contact with him, takes on the double team, and as soon as he recognizes where the running back is, he gets off the block, gets right in there, and helps make the play. Just a phenomenal job. There's a ton of reps from Walker on tape that I want to get into in this video. Let's just get right into it. You guys, check this next play out. So you're going to get outside zone. Keep in mind, it's the second play of the game. Literally the very next play. Outside zone here to the left. And once again, Walker does a phenomenal job, essentially not allowing any sort of cutback by the running back. I don't talk about this play here because Walker, one of the things he had to work on coming out was playing the run. Staying low was, I think, the big part of it. But, of course, also being able to chase plays from the backside, especially zone runs. In the NFL, there's a lot of teams that run zone. So on this one here, you're going to run outside zone here to the left. And you're going to get these guys essentially set the front side. So as a running back, if you're not able to hit this to the outside, you're looking to bend this into one of these run gaps. Now, if you keep an eye here on Dion Walker, he is going up against Damien Lewis, also the center. But he does a phenomenal job staying within the gap. He does a really good job not allowing the running back to bend this back towards the inside. One of the ways that the Carolina Panthers hit on this play is going to be essentially the double team block here. So the way this play typically works is Lewis is going to double team and then 64 is technically supposed to get in front of this guy. And then with that, you're going to get 68 up here to the linebacker. You're going to get a double team here up to the linebacker there. And the play is supposed to technically pop in this gap. And of course, if the linebacker wants to come downhill, then technically the running back can just bounce this to the outside. But it's not going to work because not only do they have the front side contained over here, but Walker does not allow that reach block to happen. So he's right there inside the gap. And with that, Hubbard has nowhere to essentially bend it. So he has to just kind of continue this towards the outside. No gap. This one just gains 1 yard. Sometimes if a guy's not making plays, people will say he's not a good football player or whatever. But with Walker, I'm telling you guys, this guy does all the little things right. He does all the things that he's being asked to do in the Buffalo Bills defense. And he's doing it the right way. He's doing his job. Really, really impressive with some of these reps. Let's get into this next one. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and get into this next snap. Now this is technically going to be the third snap that Walker's in the game. But do keep in mind, after the first 2 snaps, he came off the field. And then essentially this is going to be the very next drive the Panthers had the ball. And this was the second play of that drive. And once again, you're seeing the pass rush potential. Right, the first 2 plays, good run defense. Third play, you're seeing him swim over the top and get off the block. Now, obviously, I don't think the offensive lineman tries very hard on this one. But Walker's the one guy that's showing that effort, that's chasing this play. Walker gets off the block and gets over the top. He's the only guy that's going to get the pressure on the quarterback as the quarterback kind of throws this. That's a really nice job right there by Walker. Alright, guys, check this next play out. Walker's going to do a great job with that arm length. He's going to lock out with the center, gets off the block, gets in there, and makes the play. It's a really nice job. This one loses a yard. I think the running back should have probably handed this to the other running back. For some reason, he keeps it. And with that, you got guys essentially back blocking, for example, the center. Center's back blocking. You're essentially pulling your 2 guys out towards the right. I'm not sure why the running back keeps this one. Either way, Walker does his job once again. Right, he sticks within the gap that he's assigned. He gets off the block, gets in there, helps makes the play. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal job once again. Alrighty, guys, check this next play out. Pretty nice job here by Walker. He's going to end up locked in with, I believe, the center, and he's going to just kind of bull rush this guy back. Quarterback tries running, and he's going to get in there, and he essentially helps make the play on this one. Half sack on this one for Walker. Pretty nice job just to bull rush. Now, I do want to see Walker continue to add more pass rush moves. One of the things you're going to see with Walker is if his first pass rush does not work, or if he gets double teamed and passed off the way he does on this one. On this one here, keep an eye on the right guard. The right guard's going to make contact with Walker first, and the right guard's going to release Walker right into the center. So as soon as he makes contact with the second guy, right, he's essentially passed off. I want to see Walker continue to develop more pass rush moves, right? Get off the block, be able to break contact, and that's going to be one of the things I want to see him continue to develop. But that doesn't mean he's not having success as a pass rusher. But when he is double teamed, and I think there's going to be a lot of double teams for Walker as we kind of go forward, when he is put into those spots, I want to continue to see him pass rush the way we know he can. On this one here, it's a great effort to grab onto the football. You see the fumble's going to essentially be forced right there. And of course, Walker ends up just picking it up. That's a really, really good job right there. And I also want to just show you guys some snaps that Walker had going up against Damien Lewis. And I think Lewis is one of the best guards in the NFL. And I want to just show you guys some of the snaps he had against this guy, because there were definitely some good snaps. There's some bad snaps. There's things that he can continue to develop. And I oftentimes say this, if you want to be the best defensive lineman in the NFL, you got to go up against the best offensive lineman and beat those guys. And Walker did a pretty nice job, right? Like, this is a pretty good rep. Again, going up against Lewis, he's going to actually get off the block on this one. So you're going to get a play action. Lewis is going to end up jump setting Walker, which means he's going to kind of go right at Walker. And he's selling that he's run blocking. And Walker does a great job right there getting off the block. And he gets around the left guard here, and he ends up chasing the quarterback, and he's going to generate that pressure. It's a really, really, really nice job right there by Walker. He had another rep against Lewis, and on this one, he's going to just straight up beat this guy super, super, super quickly. And I really like how he's able to generate a little bit of pressure. Now, this is a quick game. It's going to be a one-step drop by the quarterback. The quarterback feels, these guys essentially coming. So the quarterback's going to throw this ball. Keep it on the quarterback, one step, ball comes out. So you don't have a true opportunity to get to the quarterback on these type of plays. But I do like the fact that he's still able to beat Lewis. You're going to see as soon as he gets out of his stance, he's going to hesitate, outside, back, inside, left arm swipe, and he beats this guy. To me, that's really, really, really impressive. Fake outside, left swipe, and you see him just kind of get right past Lewis. That's a winning snap in my opinion. Very, 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 very impressive to be able to beat that guy right there. I want to show you guys more snaps he also had lined up against Lewis. Here's one where he is going to get double teamed. So I don't really count this as like a learning rep or anything like that. But I do want to just make the point that it's kind of crazy that Walker's already getting the double teams that he's getting. You would think that, you have Joey Bosa out here. You have these guys out here as well that are pretty good pass rushers. That the slide and double team is going right here. To me, that's kind of impressive, truth be told. Here's another rep. He's lined up over Lewis, but he's going to actually end up going up against the left guard. This time Lewis is going to just slide over here. They're going to end up double teaming Bosa. But keep an eye on the attempted pass rush against the center. He's going to try to swim over the top. And this is one of Walker's go-to moves. It's going to be a hezzy swim. And, it doesn't work too well on this one. And again, just development, right? Just try to add more than just a hezzy swim. He can try to club. He can try to swipe. He can even spin if he's able to develop it. But I do want to see him continue to develop, right? Obviously. Just a couple reps left that I want to kind of show you guys. Once again, he's going to get doubled on this one, and then Phillips is going to end up getting the sack. Again, just impressive stuff, right? That you're going to get the double team and essentially the help there, as opposed to some of these other guys. It's a pretty nice job right there. The center thinks about getting off. For some reason, he doesn't. Just a couple more reps. This one's really, really, really nice, if you guys ask me. Power on power, right? You got a guy that's a really good guard going up against a rookie. And this is impressive stuff right here. To me, I absolutely love this right here. Stays underneath the left guard here. Gets the double team. Does a pretty nice job fighting through it. That's power on power right there. Right, Lewis is very, very strong. That's a nice rep right there by Dion Walker. These are the type of reps that are going to make him a lot better. And then this is going to be the final rep that we're going to look at. Once again, you're going to get pressure on the quarterback. And this one's going to actually lead to a sack. And again, just going up against Lewis, I think this guy's a very, very good guard. He generates that pressure, and you just see the power. See the power, the physicality, goes through the left guard on this one. Really, really nice play. And you also see the hezzy move with it. I do want to say that I think with the hezzy move, you got to make it a little bit more effective. If this guy's not falling for that fake out, fake inside, just go straight outside. As soon as you get out of your stance, just straight jump outside. And paired up with the swipe, right? Swipe straight to the outside. And then that way the hezzy move will work a little bit better next time. Either way, really, really nice, powerful rep. See the physicality. You see him take this guard back into the quarterback. This is also a 5-step drop. So it's a nice job right there by the defensive tackle. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, it was a quick one, but I did want to talk about Deone Walker because the guy's flashing. He's starting to look really, really good. I love Deone Walker coming out. I thought he was the best defensive tackle coming out this past class. At least the guy with the most potential. Loved him much, much more than I loved Mason Graham, for example. I think the Bills got themselves a steal, and it's starting to click a little bit. So we'll see how he kind of continues to develop. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time with another video.